What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Many of you guys have been struggling with the fact that Calvin Johnson, aka Megatron, and Tyreek Hill have been released. They've been released in the same week, and many of you guys want to know, should I go after Calvin? Should I go after Tyreek? Well, this is the biggest part of what goes into Madden every year. You have to pretty much be able to gauge what really works for you. What is the situation? What are you doing? Are you trying to go for streaks? Because remember, EA Sports primarily nerfs streaks. So even for somebody like me who came out with the GmiasWorld streak, well, just Gmias streak, it was named by the community, I guess. The Gmias streak where dudes just started mossing dudes uncontrollably. EA Sports made it a point to not allow the streak to be relevant, right? I'm still doing it right now, which is why I have Calvin. Now, let me explain to you guys a couple things about whether you know how to do the Gmias streak, whether you know how to throw streaks, whatever it is, right? What makes Calvin special is this, right? EA Sports fixed his speed because they've been just doing whatever they want over the last couple days. But let me go ahead and explain a few things. You have very, very vast options that you can utilize with Calvin Johnson. You can either make him a deep route running savage, or you can keep him the way I have him with play fake, and he meets the thresholds to do whatever he wants. Run crosses, go across the middle, do things like that. The option of being able to moss somebody uncontrollably, which many of you guys that follow me on Twitter at GmiasWorld, I typically post it there. I do give other information on Instagram, Facebook, and stuff like that, all at GmiasWorld. But Twitter, because it goes right there for my PS4, it's easier for you guys to be able to see what these players are doing. So I've already showed you, this man can moss up to 2 people. Right? The 3 and 4 people, that was Madden 20 type action. It's not in the game, at least for right now, it's not. Maybe it's because I can't add a lot of different abilities on him because they've broken up streak specialists from last year, but he's definitely mossing 2 dudes, right? So that option you get with him, you do not get with Tyreek Hill. All right, that's just point blank period. Now, if you do not want to moss, and you want to run, typical crosses, the post routes, the corner routes, you want to run trips tight end like an idiot, motion a guy over, you want to do things that act like a pro player, Tyreek Hill is going to work better for you in that regard. Let me explain to you why. He's smaller, he's more elusive, and he can do whatever he wants. Now it gets down to money. Now it gets down to the price. Okay, what do you want? Right now, if I wanted to sell Calvin right now at this exact moment, I can get 600K. Right now, for his power-up and his actual card, I can get at least 600K after EA Sports taxes, right? Okay, I just showed you guys that. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Tyreek Hill. Keep in mind, if he is not on a theme team, he is not going to be able to go ahead and get the chemistries that you guys would like. All right, so just make sure you guys understand that. All right, we just unlocked another MUT item. What is this? Let's see what this is real quick. What is it, a Blitz pack? Okay, welcome back, Blitz pack. Make sure you guys are taking advantage of getting your Blitz bolts and all that stuff. Pretty good stuff that's going on right there. Let's go ahead and grab that. We'll sell that for 25 coins. And then we'll go ahead and get those Blitz bolts. Right now, all I'm doing is accumulating Blitz bolts to see if there's going to be something that I actually want in the store. I haven't been able to fully take advantage of a lot of the offers because I don't really care about them. I want to try to get through house rules, but that's also been an issue. But that's neither here nor there. Don't worry about that. Now look, let's go ahead and take a look at Tyreek Hill like I was saying before EA Sports rudely interrupted me by giving me a free pack. Let's go ahead and see what I'm talking about. Is the monetary value right now of what it will cost you to get Tyreek Hill worth it? In my opinion, no. Because he's not game changing in the regard of, oh my God, this guy's gonna guarantee me a win versus a loss because of a key play. All right, just to point this out, obviously his power-up is included with his master set for Blitz. That's why his power-up price has dropped. Just in case anybody's wondering, yo, what's going on, Gmi? What's all this? That's pretty much what it is. Now, let's get down to his price right here. Last night, people were buying his card for like 1.2 mil, 1.3, being an idiot. And I'm saying to myself, why are you guys doing that? This is an undersized speedster that doesn't get to 99 speed unless you have a theme team. So if you're playing that type of offense where you're running drags, you're running crossers, you're doing a lot of weird things, yeah, okay, cool. If you feel that that's going to be the end-all, be-all, can he get open on a post? What are his actual abilities he's going to get as a deep threat? I just showed you guys, Calvin Johnson. I'm going to go back and show you the abilities. He doesn't unlock a lot of stuff because you need to get to like a 96 overall, have certain deep route running, different things to really get that juicy stuff. So you're getting a super fast player that has a 59 strength as opposed to Calvin, who is stronger, probably could hold that key block. With the exception of the RPOs, Calvin would be better. You know what I'm saying? Because with the RPOs, it don't matter who you have out there. You could have Gary the Snail. He's going to block Taylor Mays on an RPO. The developers did a very, very horrific job on the correlation of the RPO versus the block shed. So you can't really do anything to that. All of us have been dotted on an RPO where you're looking at it like, yo, I got Ronnie Lott out there at corner and he's just getting manhandled by a dead cockroach. But that's what the developers wanted. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what goes on. So in that regard, he would be a monster blocker if you wanted him to be a blocker to get somebody else loose in an RPO. But just generally speaking, is this guy worth 900K? As a, you know, even last night, was he worth 1.2 mil? No. You know, that's my honest answer, because like I said, many of us are not going to be that ridiculous to go and get a Kansas City Chiefs team, because a Kansas City Chiefs theme team right now is not going to be as good as most of the other ones. Even like a Ravens, a Seahawks, a 49er, like this right here, I truly believe that Warren Sapp can man this guy up when he's fully chemmed out with a 99 speed and run down the field with him. That's the type of game that these developers have created. So if you were telling me like, you know, this is Madden 15, this is Madden 25, and you know, you're getting Tyreek Hill with these same numbers and you can chem him to a 99, I would be the first person out there not caring about anything and making sure I got the card. Because at those times, the development team, you know, they probably weren't as senile as they are right now. Like right now with the stuff that goes on with the speed correlation, it's really, really bad. Dude, you can really pretty much have anybody that has like an 80 zone and they will run down the field with everybody. It's really disgusting. And that started since the Madden 16 patch. So you guys have noticed trying to throw a streak and stuff like that, that's really, really different because they want the players to latch on. It's not a realistic separation. So unless you get an animation where you beat the guy clear off the press, you are not going to have a lot of success with being able to do this. So that's why I wanted to make sure that everybody understood that. It is very important that many of you guys, you know, you grasp that situation and you understand if you spend this coin, he has to be guaranteed in your offense, somebody that's going to always be open and make those key plays. Now, I also want to point out this, right? He is super fast with the 97 speed because he gets the +1 above many of the players that we have now. But is +1 speed from a 96 to a 97 really that relevant? Is Terry McLaurin not as good as him? It would depend. It would obviously depend on what you are looking for, because Terry McLaurin can still get wide open on a post with deep in and go for 6, the same way this guy could. Is he going to get that extra step because of that 97 speed? I don't think so. You know, I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion about it. That's why I haven't even budged to say, oh yeah, let me go grab this guy. I'll rather have a 95 speed, 6'5" player that I can throw the ball up to, and it's a higher chance that he might moss 2-3 dudes than to have Tyreek Hill get, you know, manned up in a stupid man defense where people are sending 2 and he's all the way shadowed up the field. Because that's what's going to happen. When people see Tyreek Hill, they immediately double cover. They're going to start sending 2. It's going to be a bunch of stupidness going on. So he's not really going to be able to do much. Calvin now, he's going to be able... Look, bottom line is this, right? If you get any separation and you can throw the ball up to Calvin and you just hold aggressive catch, he's making those catches. He's doing whatever he wants. So, you know, like, look, put it like this. Like with the way the prices are right now, an average of $600K to get Calvin Johnson versus $900K for Tyreek Hill. Why not just wait until Tyreek Hill prices continue to drop? Because look, you got to remember, guys, they have no options. They're going to have to put out, you know, Terrell Owens and a lot of these other cards. What are you going to do when that price drops $200K overnight? This is the situation. Calvin Johnson, because of the power-up situation and the actual card, he's going to retain his value at a better rate than Tyreek Hill would. Because the game is not designed for us to just go deep and do weird stuff. Even with the post and all that stuff, that, you know, dudes get wide open and you got the guys running the bunch, and they're streaking the seam guy and he's burning everybody and doing whatever. Even with all of that, Tyreek Hill, if you play the right coverage, you'll be able to cover it. And typically, if you just run man-to-man with purples and just do whatever you want, yeah, you could give up the drag and all that stuff, but it lessens the impact of what that card is. Because if you can't get people over the top and take the top off, you know, what is the point of that card? Terry McLaurin is just 1 speed point slower, and you're pretty much going to get the same idea of the card in this game. And remember, I'm specifying it in this game. It's specific to this game. They do not want you to continuously be able to beat people over the top. So look, you have another deep threat in Calvin. This is what you're looking at as far as like Tyreek Hill. So what's going to make Tyreek Hill probably good? Maybe if you give him grab and go, and then it kind of, it turns into like human joystick, whatever. That's what it used to be, with the grab and go. Maybe that makes him a little bit more elusive in the open field. But again, is that something that you're going to run every play? Is that worth 1 million coins? Is that worth 900K? That's what you guys have to figure out when you take a look at it. Because in all honesty, if you just put deep out or deep in on Calvin, and then a dude is boxing you up and you just throw it up, EA Sports is going to have mercy on your soul in most cases. And you're probably going to come down with it and your opponent's going to rage. And I've been doing it since I had the card. Even when he had 94 speed, when EA Sports had his card messed up. And to be honest with you, I haven't really seen a difference. Some of you guys were asking, like, did you see a difference with his 94 to 95? Which means another thing. EA Sports is manipulating the way that the cards play because they just added a number for our visibility to see it. But I don't see a difference in Calvin. So look, again, with everything that's going on within the game, I would probably wait it out because look, if I sold them for 600 right now and I have so many things in my binder, I could go buy Tyreek Hill. But when you look at Brandon Ayuk, this is another thing, right? Brandon Ayuk, he's very, very unique to a 49er theme team because he opens up so much more because he gets route tech for 2, okay? Then he gets slot apprentice for 1. That is huge because he's a 96 speed with a 97 excel. So how much, this is what I want you guys to understand. It'll probably be cheaper for you to create a 49er theme team, get Brandon Ayuk, power him up, give him all these abilities. He's going to play better than Tyreek Hill because he has route tech. And not only that, he's taller. So, when you go up for the ball, he's going to really jump. All the other stuff with the deep route running being 85, medium route 88, that doesn't matter, dude. Once you put route tech on him, he's burning up the scenes. And that's what you guys need to evaluate. Like, it has to be more cost effective. When I get excited about a card, I get excited because I know what that card's going to bring. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know, all right, I can do this, I can do that. This guy opens up the field unbelievably because of his speed and the way he just gets out there. So just think about it this way. He's going to be a 96 speed with a 97 excel. He's typically going to play similar to whatever you get out of Tyreek. But again, if you have a theme team and it's Kansas City Chiefs and you're waiting for that Patrick Mahomes, it might work out better for you there with the theme team at 99 speed. But if you're just getting him as a card on a regular team for a 97, it doesn't really make much sense, which is why his price is more than likely going to continue to fall. Because most people are not going to go and say, yeah, I'm getting a Kansas City theme team because they don't want to. They're like, bruh, this theme team sucks. So they're not going to do it. So people are going to be forced to keep letting the price steadily go down. And then eventually, most people will wait for Terrell Owens, Randy Moss, whatever like that. That's when you get excited. Because Randy Moss, as a deep threat, he's going to have 99 speed or something close. Or with the theme team, get that as well. So why not be patient and reserve that time for that instead of doing this right here? That's something that you guys have to evaluate and try to figure out amongst yourselves. Also remember, right, when you're looking at the deep threat with the abilities, it tells you pretty much what you have to do to unlock the other things. So a lot of this stuff that's going on, trying to achieve a 95 overall, leapfrog, 95 jumping, all this stupidness, route tech, achieve a 95 overall, if they make Randy Moss a 94 and he chems to a 95, route technician on Randy Moss equals GG's. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. Obviously, Tyreek Hill can't get it, so that lessens his value. Those are very important things that you need to know, which is why I've been taking advantage of route tech on Ayuk and trying to work that into the scene, because when you need to get open, he's going to get open on those routes because he has route tech, as opposed to a guy that gets deep in, deep out, and other ridiculous abilities that usually don't mean much on the smaller receivers. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Let me know what your decision is. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.